Look, y'all, I'm burning my sage and my Palo Santo. I'm cleansing the energy. A lot of stuff going on. I'm kind of in the house for a little bit, so I'm just trying to center myself. Both cleansing. I don't have anything to deposit. I don't have anything to deposit after I cleanse my energy. Usually I have, incense that I use to deposit. Sometimes I burn like frankincense and myrrh. I don't know. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. It's like something wants to come, but I don't know what. I don't know. I'm just gonna give up. If it wants to come back, it'll come back. But I'm just burning my sage and my Palo Santo. What y'all doing? Ooh, what y'all doing? Hold on. I'm trying to teach myself how to play chess. I'm gonna learn, guys. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna call my son out here later, and we're gonna go crazy. I told you guys, like, autistic people do this thing where they put all their things around them. You see, I got my stuff over here. I had my tea, but we put all of our stuff around us that we want to indulge in, so we don't have to move. I got my tarot decks here. Allergy medicine. I think I have like a chest infection. That's why I keep breathing so hard. And then I just want to read up on some stuff. I know, guys. Oh, and I have my crystals, amethyst, and I gotta look and see if that's black tourmaline or what's the other one. I don't know what's going on in my brain. I want to say it's obsidian. I have this book too. I think it's black obsidian. I don't think it's black tourmaline. Let's see. It's 309. Let's see. Oh, we almost there. Let's open it up. I got this book off of Amazon a long time ago. It's my little book collection over there. Things I'm interested in. Y'all see Twilight? Y'all know I love Twilight. Queen Afua over there. I really need to get into her. Like, I'm going through a change right now. That's my Walking Dead book. And then up there, I have some more books that, those are just like, I have some more books in my room too. Okay, Kiana, back to what you was doing. What is that, 309? This is obsidian. So I had a crystal and I cleansed it and I put it in my car and I don't know where it is. But yeah, it says black with white, green, blue, red. That's what it is. What y'all think that is? Obsidian or tourmaline? Is it? I don't know. But it says it's made from volcanic glass. Obsidian is a lustrous stone that may be smooth or have rough, craggy edges. The most common color is black, but you can find it in other colors as well. Obsidian is also the stone that makes up Apache tears. Place on or touching the appropriate chakras. Hold on either hand. Carry in pants pockets. Place in any room to absorb negative emotions. Keep in meditation space. Let's see if I can find that tourmaline. Collecting crystals at one point and I stopped. Oh my God. Tourmaline. Black tourmaline 336. Let's see. I'm just making this long. Let's see what this looks like. So the origin is from Afghanistan, Australia, Brazil. United States, Tanzania is just black. So it's probably not black. This one is probably obsidian, right? So let's read what tourmaline is for. It says it's a precious gemstone prized for its clear and beautiful color. Okay, yeah, definitely not tourmaline. Black is one of the many colors of tourmaline and is very commonly used in metaphysical and spiritual practice for protection from negative energy. Black tourmaline is also known as swirl. Is that how you say it? Swirl? I don't know. That's the word there. Squirrel? I don't know. Because it absorbs so much energy. It's important to cleanse black tourmaline regularly. Okay. All right, let me close that. Sorry. Let me close. I'm going to... I have my computer sitting over there too. I got to do some homework, but I've been procrastinating. I've caught up on mostly everything. I haven't missed any assignments since I started, but I have to do this outline. We always do this chapter outline in history, and I actually quite like it because you learn some things. But this chapter is so fucking long, and it has like 5 sections, and I have to do like vocabulary, critical thinking, main ideas for each section. And my ADHD is like, fuck that. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. It's not due today. It's due by the 17th. It'll get done. It'll get done. I wouldn't even dare not do it. But why I even turn on the camera, I know it always takes me a long time to start. But I came on the camera because I just uploaded that video about the neurodivergent villain and Donald Trump and Kanye and Elon Musk and all that. And I was just thinking, I did say in that video that it's safe to say that, Dump is on the spectrum. And, I'm saying that it's safe to say that because I look at people's behavior, right? Some people might say, oh, why are you saying that? Because he's not in alignment with... There's neurodivergent people on here that I'm not in alignment with. There's autistic people that I think are full of shit on here. Nobody that I know. Nobody that I interact with. So don't take that personally. I'm not talking about anybody that I interact with. Nobody I interact with is full of shit. So don't you dare internalize that, because I'm not talking about you. But there's people who can't take accountability. They do that cognitive rigid thing, and then they start just like being unbudging just to prove that, like, I can't get along with people like that. Do I think their life matters? Yes. Just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean that, you're the worst person in the world. This doesn't mean that. And unfortunately, Dump has a lot of power right now. Not really, but you know what I mean. Look how skinny I got. He has a lot of power in his position to make decisions. And some of the things that I say, I'm looking at him. So, for instance, we voted... My washing machine. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. But we voted for Kamala. And we wanted her to win because, first of all, she's intelligent. She was just intelligent. She was just a better candidate than Dump, right? The way Kamala moved, me personally, like, so if you're just talking about, so I'm just going to bring it down to like a people level. If I had to choose to be friends with or people that I would hang out with, Kamala would not be the person that I would hang out with, right? That's not what we should be looking at when we're choosing the next president of the United States. But I do think people, when they make decisions, even though they're this important, whether they want to admit it or not, they're making the decisions based on likability, relatability. They are. I didn't say that was right, but they are. He's relatable. He's relatable. When you're talking about Kamala, I didn't identify with her. Like, when you talk about neurodivergence and not being able to mask and fit in and do the small talk, Kamala was campaigning, right? Like, that's why Trump was making fun of her dance party with Beyonce. Like, we make fun of all the neurotypicals that do it when they're talking. I'm like, how's the kid? Oh my God. Kamala was doing all that. And I could never. And I just think we have to understand that everyone's not researching politics. Everyone's not like figuring out who has what policies. I'm talking about everybody who's voting. They're not doing that. People are just voting for whoever they feel, is more relatable. That's literally what they're doing. So I think that's one reason why people voted for him. And just how he's moving. Like, when I go into the workplace and I want to work, I don't care to do small talk. If I have a job to do and I want to do it, I'm going to go do it. I don't want to do the I might do it for a little bit, but then I need to move on. I think his neurodivergence makes him not equipped to bullshit. Is he an asshole? Yes. Does his, like, I don't like to, how to say, I don't like to do the small talk. I wouldn't say half the shit that he says, but he is an asshole, so he's not winning points with you guys, but he's moving very neurodivergent. Like, he's taking care of business. He's in the inertia. Like how you have autistic inertia, and they say they compare it to like a freight train. That's how mine is. Like, at first I start off slow, and then once I get going, you can't stop me. He's signing those laws and everything. He's in inertia. He doesn't care about having a dance party with Beyonce. That's why he made fun of her. He doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about campaigning to the people. Just like I don't give a fuck about fitting into society, he don't give a fuck about y'all liking him. We are the same in that regard. We are. And I understand that you guys would like a president that is trying to appeal to you, but this is why I say, when you don't like somebody, you need to look at self, because don't you move like that? When you look, sometimes I tell people I don't give a fuck, and if you don't leave me alone, it's gonna be a problem. And I'm their villain. They think I'm a villain when I just can see right through their shit, and I know that they're trying to set me up or get me entwined into mess and drama. Don't come over here with that shit. I think I'm not defending what Trump stands for. I'm saying why I think his behavior says he's neurodivergent. You know what I mean? For every 10 racist laws he passes, he's going to pass some that you guys understand because of his logic. You know, you saw the video with him signing off on trans women. I think that's what you say. Trans women not being able to compete against cis women, right? Or cis girls. And I completely agree with that. I mean, I don't know, like, whoever doesn't like that, I don't know what to say. I don't think that that's arguable. Would you make a dog fight a cat? No. Or compete against a cat? No. First of all, cats are more intelligent. Fuck them dogs. No, I'm just kidding. But you wouldn't do it because we're physically different. So, you know, I get the community trying to be inclusive and saying we want to be in spaces. We want to be respected for what we consider ourselves. But when it comes to logic and fairness, I think a lot of neurodivergent people agreed with it. And I can see it online. I'm thinking of one person right now. Is it Wise? I can't remember her first name. But she's always calling the community out. Like, I want to support you, but this is going a little bit too far. Like, stop it. You have young girls who are practicing their whole lives to do something. Compete in whatever physical. And then they just get it taken away by somebody who is physically stronger. I'm not saying that it's impossible, because we can see it's possible sometimes, but just keep it fair. And when he signed off on that, we understood, okay, well, he does have some sense, right? Now, the way he was brought up, I tell you, racism and all of that shit is a sickness in the head. I always bring her up, but Jane Elliott, when she was doing not just the blue eye, brown eye experiment, but when she would talk to groups of white people who were racist, they would bust out in tears. Okay? When somebody's crying, you take them seriously. I don't care who they are or what they're talking about. They're crying. A lot of the times in society, we see people crying today and we say, oh, those are fake tears. I don't like to be that person. I mean, you know what I mean? You can see somebody fake crying, you ain't gonna see no tear. But when you see somebody like really in distress and really crying, their brain is hurting because you're telling them something that's in opposition of what they've been indoctrinated with. You're telling them that black people matter, and they don't want that. They're gonna cry. Their heart is breaking before your eyes. Do I think that they're sick in the head? Yes. Anyone who thinks that they are better than another person because of the color of their skin is sick in the head to me. They're just like, I do feel bad because I'm like, wow, that is unfortunate that reality and logic is bringing you to tears. That's fucked up. Does that mean it's, they're sick in the head? I'm not saying that he's not dangerous, because he is. And this is why I'm saying it. The point of making this video is that we have to understand that we have the same logic as this nigga. And we have the same superpowers. So don't look at him like, I don't know if anybody's looking at him like so powerful where they're scared of him. But don't look at him like think about how you think. And think about what you think makes sense. Maybe some of the changes will have to come through compromise, not complete opposition. And I know no one likes to sit down with the enemy. Like, everyone's so scared of conversation. Everyone's so scared of stuff. When you see Kanye talking to Trump, it's like, what the fuck is happening? Why is he doing? He doesn't have cooties. He's just racist. I mean, I know. I feel like you're giving too much power to his simple-mindedness, right? Maybe some of the changes don't have to come in trying to get him to change his mind, but come to compromise. And sometimes people don't like to compromise with the enemy, even in a marriage or something, right? You say, I don't want to give in because they're wrong and I'm right, and I'm right. We're at two complete, literal, opposite ends of the spectrum. Can there be compromise? I'm just thinking. Just think about any of the laws that you want changed, or anything that he's done so far since he's been in office, or anything that you anticipate. How am I trying to say? Some of the things he's doing is because he's racist. Some of the things he's doing is because he's rich. Maybe some of his mind can change based on if he thinks it will make him rich. He won't lean into the emotional racist side of him. And this is why people voted for him. Even though he's rich, they thought he was going to fix the economy. They didn't care about his emotional side. They cared about his business side. And then now everybody's talking about fuck around and find out. See, y'all voted for him because of this, because of that. They were being narrow-minded, and they weren't thinking about him as a whole. They were maybe to combat this neurodivergent villain, you have to do it piece by piece. So if there's a lot of autistic people around the world who have special interests and understand laws, right, that don't, maybe a group of autistic people here care about women's rights, and a group of autistic people over here care about, the economy, and a group of autistic people, you can attack those things separately by maybe trying to come up with compromise, or maybe thinking about how his brain works, or thinking about things as a bigger picture, because he's also just a man. He just wants to be looked up to. He wants for his name to go down in history. You can play on his ego as well. You can play on him just being a man. Sometimes these men will go to war because they're simple-minded, but sometimes they just want you to say, wow, you're amazing. Sometimes maybe that's just what he wants. And honestly, maybe if he gets some sort of compromise, his ego will be satisfied and everyone will be happy. I don't know.